Litmantuck coming back at you with another book review. Check this out, man. I am about to change your life with this review. Excuse the noise in the background, man. I could not wait until I got into a quiet place. I was like, you know what? I review all these books, and damn, why don't I review a podcast? One of my favorite podcasts is How to Take Over the World. And the reason why I put this on the book review channel, because when I think about it, this thing is a collection of a bunch of books packed into some seriously rich content. Now, what is it about? It is about all the men who have, in some form or fashion, either taken over the world or changed the world in some form or fashion. All right, Julius Caesar, Napoleon Bonaparte. And the thing is, if you're a history buff, if you like history, if you like these characters from back in the day, this podcast tells you stuff that you didn't even know about. I'm telling you, man, I was tripping. The last one that I listened to was on Genghis Khan. And I always hear about how he kills all these people. He rides on horseback. He does all this stuff. He conquers all this stuff. But for the first time in my life, I heard about his childhood in this one. Now, if you already heard about it, great. But for me, it was the first time I've ever heard about his childhood and how he became this villain or anti-villain or whatever you want to call it, man. And then Julius Caesar was in there, Napoleon Bonaparte, even Vladimir Putin was up in that bad boy. And it went into his childhood. Now, I would have never knew about his childhood. All I hear is about this scary, this scary Russian guy that's evil and this and that. And I'm not saying that he's not or whatever, but it just goes into his childhood, how he came up, that he was a spy and all that good stuff. It has Steve Jobs on there. It even has Arnold Schwarzenegger on there, man. And it tells you how these people take over the world, but it's also motivational. Like when I listen to the podcast, it gets me going and all that good stuff. So How to Take Over the World, I'm not going to put any kind of spoilers in it. It's too much, actually. It's too much for me to spoil. But if you like books, this thing is a collection of tons of books. This guy put so much research in here, man, and he packs it in, and you like, God, dog. All right, so check the podcast out. You can see it on Spotify, Apple. I don't even know what else. Just look it up. How to Take Over the World.